All right, coming back. What's up, people? Welcome back to Hit the Bid. Your boy Jefferson Crow. You know, like I said all this time, this is reality, right? And there are times where I just can't get it. I can't get it going. And there's nothing for me to say, so I'm not going to come out and just blab. And there's just points of my life where I can just sit here in front of the screen. I don't know if this is entertaining for you, if anybody wants to, or I can just sit here and stare for a good 20 minutes without blinking. Because I can just think about how many things have gone wrong for me in the last 24 hours, in the last 48 hours, 5 years, whatever it is. It's getting to the point of how could it possibly be happening? Now I want to say one thing is, back to the GTI. The reason I was kind of skeptical about it was because the night before the earnings, an analyst came out and said how much he loved it, how much that the pricing that's going to be increased on their end will be able to be passed through to their customers, so they won't be able to affect their earnings. Yeah. And then a couple of days ago, I was saying how Zolt was ready to fall off the earth, and they might report numbers on Monday. All right, so I didn't think they were going to report numbers on Monday morning, so I figured I'll wait. But then Monday morning, an analyst comes out, downgrades the stock, gives you 1,000 reasons why the thing should go down. And then it goes down. So already, the option play was kind of off if you were buying $20 puts. And I was looking to buy $22.50 calls and $20 puts to play a straddle on it. So, once that was done, I didn't want to do anything with it. So I already missed the move. So with the GTI, I didn't want to... I should have bailed out on an analyst liking what I like. But here, the analyst was saying Zolt was going to be bad and have bad numbers. And I figured that he was just trying to sucker people out, and it turns out he was right. It turns out Zolt is just another stock that's had its day. As well as every stock. If you've been paying attention, day trading is where the magic happens. But if I think something's good long term, and I don't even know what long term means anymore, but every stock I've held long term eventually has collapsed. Let's go back to the NYX. Let's go back to the Akamai. Granted, I was starting to buy that stock at 3, but I owned some of that at 180. So my cost average was 17. And it was at 50 bucks at one point. Now it's back in the 20s. ACG. Remember ACG? How about Doral? What about CMGI? What about this GTI? That's long term because I'm not selling it now. You gotta love when a trade becomes an investment. It wasn't supposed. I didn't think I'd have GTI right now, to be honest with you. I thought long term it does look like a good company, so I felt more comfortable buying a big position in something. But again, I don't want to own stocks ever anymore. But like I said, there's nothing. As soon as I opened my mouth about a week and a half ago, saying things are looking good, if you think about it, it could be a lot worse. I could have $0 right now. Imagine, for some reason, I held on to my Zolt all this time. Oh boy. Imagine, because I bailed out of it once it got back into the 20s. I was like, if this thing ever goes back in the 20s, I'm dumping most of it. Granted, and thank God I sold most of it at 27. But it would have been nice if I could have made money on the short side, too, along with that. Nah, that's too smart. And then, with the Akamai, I didn't get hurt in the Akamai, but I didn't make any money. I had 10 puts. Plus I had the calls, so I didn't really make anything on that. I mean, that's a stock that I was getting crushed on when it was in the 40s and 50s that I was shorting it, saying they were worthless. Go ahead, buddy. So, I wish I had some more things to say. But the bottom line is right now, I'm going to start wearing sweatpants everywhere I go. Because I've given up. I've given up on life. It's time for sweatpants. I might even wear sandals and socks for all I know. See if anybody comes up to me in the street. And right now, with the show, everyone's wondering what's going on. We're in a writing stage right now. We get together, my writers, and we try to plan out what's going to be shot. And then we have to go find locations, actors, camera crew, and all that stuff. And then we also have to try to find people who want to actually pay for all that to happen, because I'm working with people. We don't have a lot of money. I wish I did, because then I'd be able to do all this stuff pretty quick. And as far as the subscription to this is all about, when I'm talking about subscribing, I'm talking about I know I'm going to be able to make you money, even if it, let's say, it's $1,000 for the year, and it's almost it's a joke to think that I can't make you $1,000 over a year, because I could do it today, I could do it tomorrow, the next day, depending on how aggressive you want to be. I can make you plenty of money, and you're going to see people that I've already made money for. But it's not about that. It's about that I want to try to bring you a program where it's more than just me picking stocks. There's a million guys out there like that. But again, there's only one guy out here saying how awful it can be and telling you to do the opposite of what I do. Because that GTI, you would have cleaned up on that one. Oh boy. And knowing that I didn't get those, a decent, I think I got somebody, I gotta make I gotta send a few emails. I think somebody I know got some $20 puts on Friday on the Zolt. But not working out for this guy right here. So like I said, you follow along with the program, I'm going to be feeding you winners. They're going to they just come. Even the ULU, if that was the first time we ever met, I got you a penny stock under $1 and it hit $2 a month later. And the other day on the show, I wasn't suggesting you pile in at $2. I was just telling you what you missed out on, Mr. Jones. All right. Hey, let's go. Say hi, Mama. Come here, baby. You want to be on? That's Ninja. Yeah. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just chilling. It's August, and we're writing and we're chilling. And I got a bachelor party in Pittsburgh this weekend. So if anyone's gonna be in Pittsburgh, party on. Parties with me. All right. Send me an email. Jefferson@hitthebid.net. See ya.